Well, what we have here is our oil cooler. It's from the 3.2 Pentastar. Same on 3.6. And we have OEM and an upgraded version here. OEM version. Notorious plastic. And these are a big issue on these motors. If yours is older, chances are it has been replaced. Yeah, terrible, just terrible design, honestly. They have this plastic where they have it. It's buried in the motor under the intake. You got your upper, your lower, and it's underneath that. And so you remove essentially the top half of the motor to get to this. And again, it is what it is. Good news. Well, I mean, when these go, you get oil everywhere, and the dealer did mine. And when I'm in there, this past month, tearing in stuff, just what a terrible job they did. Just what a terrible job. I can't stand them anymore. I just can't. And if you don't know how they get paid at the dealership, do your homework. Yeah, they're not gonna touch my vehicle at all anymore. It's a sad thing. I bought a lifetime warranty on this Jeep. I got a great deal on it. I don't know, it's $1,200 or something. It's incredible. And you open up the file on a line there, in your account, and warranty to, it says 999,999, 999,000 miles. So, yeah, maybe outside of blowing the motor up or the transmission, they're not touching my car, man. They're sad. It was so filthy in there. As this goes, chances are you get oil in your coolant, vice versa, coolant in your oil, and the whole bottom of the motor is just drank. They didn't even clean it up, man. It was, I don't know. Enough on that. That's not what this post is about. So, do your homework though if you don't know how they get paid at the dealership under warranty work, especially. It's an interesting find. So garbage, and this of course is what they replaced it with, plastic. So it's just another matter of time till this, went to crap again. So, all right, that's some good news. Is Dorman makes an upgraded version in a cast aluminum, and this is the old cooler off of here, and same with the cap. So now I painted this, and along with the base over there. I mean, you really won't see anything but just about where that's cut off there anyways, once it's all mounted and back in the motor. So you do transfer the oil cooler over. I mentioned too, Dorman does make a version that comes with the cap. In fact, it's orange cap that they sell it with, and the cooler already attached. So this is around $100 to get the version with the cap and cooler. I think it's around $250-ish, something like that. So there's a significant difference just for the cooler and the cap. I was gonna paint mine anyway, so I went the cheaper route. But the housing itself is the same, no matter which version you get. So, now they do recommend when you're down here, there's 2 sensors, and so I took one off, and that's the one that they didn't say to replace, and that's the thermostat. I'm guessing the temperature reader of the oil, which coincidentally, after it comes out of the cooler, gives you your reading. So kind of cheap there. and the other one is your oil pressure sensor. So, and that's the one they recommend, replacing if you're down there. There's just no reason not to, for the whatever it was, I don't remember, 20, $50, something like that. So, and that's, the old one here, so I wasn't going to reuse that. Now, as I mentioned, you do need to take off your upper and lower intake. And so Dorman does a good job and gives you all the seals to replace on your intake, along with, the new set here for the cooler. And that's for the cap. And then there's 2, 4, 6 that go on the bottom. So you stretch one around here, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think I got one of the old ones in there. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this one's a stretch around, so not an insert like the others. So like I say, they cover that, and along with the on your lower intake is your lower seals and upper seals. So these are the old ones. This is the old intake lower. I had to get a Modern Muscle Extreme upper lower intake bored out, so we'll be doing a comparison on that against the stock in another video. And again, whenever I'm doing anything with seals, I always like to just put a little something on them. The Seal Glide is my go-to. It's a conditioner as well within the grease, so it can rejuvenate some old ones and just puts a nice touch. Nothing thick, just a little massage across them, and work it in a little bit and call it good. So, and I typically go with K&N filters. One tidbit, additionally with this, is when you have your filter in here, the unfortunate flaw in this Pentastar motor design is within the filter, because there's nothing to keep the oil up. Okay, so when you're starting your car after it's been sitting for as little as 20 to 30 minutes, all that oil has just gone down to the pan, and there's nothing keeping the motor wet up top. So it's a dry start every time, and that's hard on the vehicle, man. Your old little canister screw-on filters from underneath the side, whatever, those always had a back stop, a backflow stop, to prevent that from happening. There's just nothing in these. So I recently came across these guys, and they are Baxter Performance, and so this will adapt to your cooler fill, and then you'll put your other one in. And so this is a backflow just preventer, and this same thing but better. And they're coming out with one where you can have a remote filter. So I'm waiting for that, hopefully soon. I'd love to have another remote filter out, just to pick up any extras, man. I'm a huge fan of filtration, so you get many more miles when you just maintain things pristinely. So hopefully that comes out okay on this vid, but I just want to get a shot of that it adapts here. Not cheap, but it's dry starting your car going to be cheap over time? Heck no, man. So yeah, and if it doesn't come out soon enough, I guess I'll just go with the middle, but I'd love to have the remote. So it's just not quite available yet. It's coming soon, so Hopefully it will be. So that's a tidbit. That's kind of the last piece of the cooling. Again, two of these, you got coolant going in, and then your oil circulating and whatnot. So yeah, that's that. If you found it informative, like it, and appreciate you checking it out. Thanks.